What's up people, Epic fucking Slayers here, and today I want to talk about a possible Hunger Games mode or Battle Royale mode coming in the future, some Year 2 information and the suggestion of a follow-up to The Division. If you enjoy the video then please drop a like, it would be much appreciated, and let's get right into it. Right guys, so Massive have released a survey which they do often to get the community perspective on changes or new content that's been added, for example survival, or content they are thinking of adding. Now the most recent survey asked various questions about survival, basically to determine the success or failure of this new content, which in my opinion was a success overall. So as you come to the end of the survey, there are 3 questions that unravel that really caught my attention, and I kind of want to talk about those because that's what this video is about, and ultimately that's where we've got the suggestion of Battle Royale, Year 2 content and a follow-up. So the first question says, how interested would you be in a last man standing mode for survival, i.e. Battle Royale, Hunger Games, only one player can win and remain alive at the end? Now I think this would be a great idea. If this is something we see in the future, then I think it should have a shrinking border to encourage PvP. I think this mode should also be fairly quick, or a fairly quick activity, unlike Survivor at the moment. You know, looking at 10-20 minutes to gear up and fight, which would be really, really good. It's quite obvious that I selected very interested for this one, and I'm very happy that Massive are probing the community for feedback on this potential new activity coming in the future. Moving on to the next question, and Massive want feedback on the direction of Year 2. The question they ask and options are, where should Tom Clancy's The Division bring you in the future? Now the options they offer you are a new city, a continuation of the story, New York City, a continuation of the story, a new city during the current events of The Division in New York City, a new city in a completely different period of time, other, and they ask you to specify what you would like to see, and lastly, I don't know. Now I assume people will have varying opinions on this, but after spending a lot of time on the Division subreddit, I think the majority of the community want a continuation of the story. Now with that in mind, would you prefer a new city or New York City? Leave your comments below and maybe explain why in that comment. Of course, if it's one of the other options, then you can still leave a comment and explain why below. That would be much appreciated. Now, I personally picked a new city and a continuation of the story just because I would love to see a completely new environment, but I also think we, as a community, are owed a continuation of the story. This question clearly shows Massive's intention to continue developing the game way into Year 2, and this is very good news to hear. For the third and final question in this video, Massive indicate the possibility of a follow-up, perhaps The Division 2, by asking the following question. How likely are you to buy a follow-up of Tom Clancy's The Division? Now again, I'm certain that this question will be very split across the board, but I assume if you're watching this video, your answer will be one of the bottom 3. Now would I buy a follow-up to The Division? Probably, but I would take full advantage of a beta, which I assume they would have, and then go from there. All in all, Division has its fair share of problems, but the guys at Massive have really stepped up their game and were completely honest when the game was broken in 1.4. I have a lot of respect for them holding their hands up and asking us, the Division community, how to fix it. 1.5 in my opinion has been a success, and I'm very hopeful that 1.6 will also deliver, as well as future updates. So there you go guys, hope you enjoyed my take on these insightful questions. If you're new and want to see future content from yours truly, the fucking Slayers, then subscribe below now. Anyways, peace.